Good morning and welcome to the Treehouse. This is Kag with your View from Above tarot reading for Wednesday, August 7th, 2024. This is a general reading and won't resonate with everybody, although there might be a card or two that resonates with you if the overall reading does not. But take what resonates for you and leave the rest. I will just let you know that sometimes when you get a very negative reaction to a particular card or a reading, there may be something there. We don't have adverse reactions to things for no reason. It may have struck some kind of a chord with you. So be patient with yourself. And again, if this doesn't work for you, just let it go. General readings are kind of hard because I have no idea where the intuition that I get for these cards is going to go or who it's going to resonate for. So just keep that in mind as you listen to this reading. So it's Wednesday that this reading is for, and that is the middle of the work week. So I thought this morning we would do a general 9+1 card reading, which will talk about the present energies, the challenge energies, and the wisdom energies. And so I have shuffled these pretty deeply before we sat down to do this. And so I'm going to just shuffle one more time and cut, and whoops, and then I'm going to lay it out. What is this? All thumbs this morning, apparently. Yep. Because the cards just did not want to be shuffled. Sometimes that happens. Okay, we will cut these and lay the cards out for the present energies and their clarifiers. For the challenge, or sometimes people say that's what crosses you. Again, I don't particularly care for that word, but whatever. And the wisdom. And of course, the bottom of the deck is the Merryweather card. Okay, so the present energy is the Knight of Wands. Such a good card. So he is determined. He's going forward. He's got a project he's working on or something that he wants to do, and he's going for it. And what I really love about him is the flames coming off his helmet and the back of his armor. So something's going on, and you are after it, which is just great. So the challenge for the day, arguably the best card in the deck. The Sun. The Sun is a giant yes card. So the challenge perhaps is to how to say yes to whatever this is. There may be some obstacles in place, but it is a yes card. And when you look at this reading, this is the central card for the reading. And so this bodes well for the rest of the cards, but it's a little too early to say that. But this is a big yes, a big yes. The sun warms the earth. It grows everything. You can see the sunflowers. And the wisdom child on top of his white horse. And it looks like all is going well. And this red flamey banner off behind him. Yeah. So the wisdom for the day is the Emperor. The Emperor is an interesting card. He is the ultimate king of the deck, right? He is the ruler. He's got the energies of all the kings of the suits. He's got the last word in his best energies. He is the structure that you have put in place, or the structure that you are putting in place is going to support whatever it is that you are trying to get done with the big yes. He's the one who, the undergirding support system. Now, in his sort of negative energies, he's more like a shock collar, like the dog. Somebody had used that analogy, and I kind of like that one. Sometimes you're running into the structure of the government or the rules or whatever, and it's like you can't do what you want to do because the structure won't let you do it. So we'll have to look and see what the clarifiers are for that. But just so you know, that card has some negative and positive energies, as do most of the cards, except for this one. This is always a yes card. All right, so let's get back to our knight with his passion and desire and will and determination. What's going on there? The Three of Cups is a cup of celebration with your people, with your friends, with your the people that you are maybe doing whatever this is with, but it is joy and happiness and sharing. 3 is the card of expansion, so that's including somebody outside of yourself and your significant other, for example. Might be your kids, it might be other relatives and friends, but this is bigger than just the 2 of you celebrating. And the 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups is one of my favorite cards. This is a person in the red robe and the red shoes. Red being the color of energy and ideas and fire, and you'll see that, right, the Knight of Wands has that fire, that good red color. This fellow has gathered 8 of the 10 cups, and it looks to me like this one is missing, and he's on his way away from the cups. And sometimes this card is looked at as I'm going to walk away from this. But my sense of this card is because there's an eclipse here, and eclipses tend to be pretty powerful in astrology. Again, my disclaimer, I'm not an astrologer, so you go look at what that means from other providers out on YouTube. But he's up the hill to try to see clearly what it is that he's missing. Cups is the suit of emotions. And so there's something that he wants or needs or desires that he hasn't got yet. And in order to figure out what that is, he's going to go up the mountain in order to look back at it and see what it is. Maybe this is enough, but he can't see the forest for the trees here. And so he's going to take a little higher view, which makes sense to me, right? If you're after something and you don't quite have exactly what you want, you need to have a different perspective in order to see what that is that you're missing. But in the midst of all that is some joy and happiness, but maybe not complete. So the challenge, big yes card, and the 4 of Wands, which is the card of celebration. That's like a celebratory energy, a time to be happy together, which goes rather nicely with this card, the joy card and sharing with others. Let's see, let's look over here. And the Knight of Cups. Now we've got 2 knights. Knights are on a mission. This one being the desire, the will, and the determination. And this one is the offer of love. So, love not necessarily in the romantic sense, although it could be, but it is about love for your project, for the creation of something that you are engaged in doing. There's a kind of a romantic energy around this knight. He is wanting to offer something. So perhaps this project that you've got going has a component of wishing to offer it to others. And in that case, it is a giant yes. And yes, build it, right? This is the celebratory place where, the yes takes place. So that's actually pretty positive. When we look at the wisdom up here, we're looking at that structure, the undergirding organization, the powers beyond yours, perhaps, that organize what's going on here. And perhaps it's you. You are doing the organization. Okay, so how do we look at this Emperor? We look first at the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen is somebody who is a nurturing. It's very similar to the Empress in the major arcana. She is the mother card, although all queens can be mother cards. She's the one who will fix you a cup of tea. This is a gentle person that you can go talk to, and perhaps that's where the structure is. The Emperor being just softened a little bit by the Queen of Pentacles, although we have to look at the Ten of Swords here. The Ten of Swords also looks pretty terrifying. However, what I want to say about this card is this is the end of a cycle. And I want to point out to you that while all those swords are pinning him to the ground, whatever has happened here is over. And that dawn is coming over the mountains of potential, right? And there is the lake of the emotions. And we've got the grounding energy. It's actually, you have got everything in this card except for the determination here. So something is over, something is done. And whether that has to do with an old structure, right? What's the wisdom here is that some part of this is complete and over. And if you look at his hand here, he's got a blessing in the hand. This is the release at the end of a huge process. And so when I look back at the sun, I say yes, because it's coming up from the mountains over here. You've got the structure, but he's softened by the generosity and the love of the Queen of Pentacles. You've got great joy here and a giant yes card. Whatever this project is, you'll figure out what it is that you don't need, and will be a cause for great celebration. So let me look at the major arcana cards, which we have here. We have 2 in the main reading. And again, the heart of the reading is this giant yes card. We've got 2 knights, which means you're on a mission. We've got the gentleness of the Queen here. So we've got the wands, we've got cups, we've got swords, we've got pentacles, we've got all of the energies present along with the yes card. So let's look at the bottom of the deck. And the overall reading is the Lovers, which in older versions of the deck was called the Choice. And I think I said yesterday, or maybe it was the day before, that the 7 card, the Chariot, is the culmination of the previous 6 cards. The Lovers, number 6 card, used to be called the Choice because it was about being in a place of your own security to be able to make good choices moving forward. So there's some confidence in making a good choice. And a lot of times it is about making a choice of a significant other. It can also be making a choice for your higher self. So that is a card of loving yourself perhaps and loving others all at the same time. You'll kind of know what that's about. What a positive reading. So again, out of the 10 cards, we've got 1, 2, 3 major arcana, all of the energies, two knights on a mission, a very positive celebration for those 2 cards, and letting go of something, letting something complete so that you can move ahead with whatever this project is. And look back and see what it is that you are missing, or if you are missing anything at all. So that is the reading for Wednesday, the 7th of August. I hope you have found this helpful. And if you have, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will look forward to seeing you again tomorrow, probably, when we do another reading from above here at the Treehouse. Blessings.